Hello, hello. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me on this amazing 30-day journey where we are exploring sobriety, cultivating emotional well-being, and embracing holistic health so that we can have a year of strength, growth, and vibrant living. For those of you who don't know, my name is Tricia Parido, and today we're on day 7. So I want to take a moment to tell you how much I truly identify with how overwhelming life can be. So we're going to dive in today a little bit deeper in this life balance arena and really focus on not letting the uneasy feelings of being pulled around disrupt our flow, disrupt our energy, to really allow ourselves to say, wow, it's okay. Oh, excuse me. Apologize for having that being on. So what I want you to do is this, because again, I always want to be mindful of time and I can get pretty wordy. So with that in mind, right? Like lean into that. We all know what it's like to start feeling uneasy when we get pulled around and things start to disrupt the flow of how we have planned for our day to be. So what I want you to do is when this creeps in, I want you to slow it down. I want you to look to see what parts are coming from within you and what parts are coming from an external source. Meaning, am I cognitively distracted or are people coming at me from all different directions? So take time to acknowledge what your state of mind is and how you're feeling. Examine what's going on and take a moment to remember what your goals are, what your intentions are, what your aspirations are, and what those tasks were or are that you have planned out. Then I want you to slide into reflection because reflection will help you stay focused. Make note of any fears, doubts, worries, and negative self-talk that you're having, because all of these are barriers that need to be addressed. Now, again, I get it. Creating a completely balanced life is such a complex task. It's truly, truly a work of art, to be honest. So I want you to be easy with yourself because we can't accomplish anything if we're unhealthy. So I want you to take care of and nurture yourself first and foremost, always. Avoid becoming overwhelmed by juggling too many big projects in your life at once and know what your priorities are. So if you need to take a pause here and write some of that out, it's a great time to do that. So create an efficient mindset by taking time at the beginning of each week to assess what needs to be done. In fact, I do this every day. I sit down at the beginning of every day and I assess where I am in my process and what needs to be done. And I put it in the priority order. And sometimes I even do multiple times a day. So you always have to be willing to expect the unexpected. I want you to learn to roll with the punches when something over which you don't have any control happens. Okay, so that could be a kid gets sick. That could be, I don't know, your spouse gets in a car accident. You have to drive them to work, anything, right? Like roll with the punches when something over which you have no control over happens. It beats being stressed out and upset. And finally, maintain a positive mental attitude. Again, begin each day with the intention of making the best and most of it. It may not always go as planned, but it can go more smoothly if you put it in and keep it in perspective. This can be a very difficult, tough process. And I would imagine that some of you are going to have a little bit more difficulty with it than others. I know this took me a long time to master. And it was a lot of different list writing. My list started like 25 deep and get them, down and down and down. So, be open to add, edit, delete, change, shift, morph, make this your own. But remember, we can only control what we can control, and that is us. How we think, feel, and believe, but also how we act and react, or better yet, respond, which is something that is coming up and one of the days really soon, how to really shift into that and end being so reactive and becoming more responsive and productive in how we handle what life throws in our direction. Anyway, I hope that this is helpful. I look forward to speaking with you tomorrow. Never hesitate to reach out, drop something in the comments, or reach out to me directly. All of my contact information is there. You are not alone. I'll talk to you really soon.